Hello everyone, welcome to the Ninja Empire. My name is Brian Kaiser Tillman and I am the designer for Ninja Empire. I'm the one who's putting this project together, and what I'm doing for this series is design works through Twitch. So just in case you didn't follow the live stream on Twitch, you still get to see what I was doing and how I'm developing Ninja Empire on a different platform. And so just in case you do watch Twitch and you would like to support me there and help with the design aspects of things, you can follow me there at followthekaiser. So twitch.tv/followthekaiser. Now, what I was thinking about doing here was that I was going to do concept designs, character designs based on one character. So instead of trying to do a whole bunch of different characters, we're going to start with this base. So this base is the guy's face that we're going to go with, right? So we're going to start with whatever I drew. So that was very random to come up with. It was like, oh, this guy. But from here, what I plan on doing is taking the lines and then recreating characters, right? So trying to go, what would this character look like if we just change this, and how would their story change, and what would be different and stuff like that. So the first character, which I'm doing now, is, I was thinking about, well, what kind of warrior, not necessarily a leader or anything like that, but it was like, if I was to draw a ninja that was not necessarily a grunt, but not necessarily a commander, then what would they look like? And that would be that red and black ninja there. With the one that I'm doing now was actually a suggestion from Twitch. When I asked them, I was like, what should I do now? Like, what's next? And they're like, do cyberpunk. And so I was like, oh, okay, cyberpunk. I didn't really know anything about cyberpunk, so that's why you can see some of the random flickers that are in there, and it's like, oh, what is that? It's like, that was me researching cyberpunk so I could know what I was doing. And I made this character, not necessarily a ninja, but he could fit in Ninja Empire, and what this character eventually ended up being was a battle android. And so one of the families, the lesser families, is trying to raise in ranks after the shogun was assassinated, and so they're a big tech person, and even though they were looked at underneath, they're like, oh my goodness, you're just a lowlife, you're not even up there, they still were trying to obviously kill them. So it was like, well, you know what, let's not do that, let's not get killed today. And we're going to design this weapon, right? And so it was an android that could subsequently go off on their own and do fights and wars, and yet still protect them when needed. And he was like some big technological advancement for ninjas. So that was that one, and we'll probably go a little bit further with that because I like that little story that we came up with on Twitch. And so we're going to keep doing that. With the next ninja, very basic concept, just a white ninja, white outfit. And for those of you who know me, know that Storm Shadow is my guy from G.I. Joe. He was white ninja, and so I figured in the first ones I have to have a representation of a white dressed ninja because I thought that was awesome. As you can see now, I kind of started drawing through most of them because I was drawing one at a time, and I just had ideas that I wanted to get on paper, so I went ahead and started scribbling most of them, right? I was like, oh, let me just draw these quick concepts so I could see, and if anyone was like, no, that character's kind of weird, don't do that, or that kind of character would be interesting if you did this, or add this over there. So that's why we went ahead and did the blue line for those characters, but then we start coming back and start adding the details. With this one, I was going for I was thinking of an android ninja because, most of his parts are all metallic and stuff. But once again, it's not an android. It's not supposed to be an android ninja. It's still supposed to be that guy, right? So it's supposed to be that guy underneath wearing that outfit. But the one thing that I really did enjoy about this design was his metal hat. So we all know the straw hats, that we get to see. But I made his hat a metal version of that, right? And so that's something that I really want to continue, because I would really like for someone to actually, walk around and you're like, oh, well, you're just a dude with a metal hat, that's kind of weird. but then he can take it off, use it as a shield, throw it like Kung Lao from Mortal Kombat, and just like, oh, okay, so now it's a separate weapon that he actually wears. And I think that would be an interesting concept for this character who's like a beggar, or vagabonds, to move forward and walk forward and all that, and you don't really think anything, but he's got this very sharp weapon on his head, and it doesn't necessarily look like it. I think with Kung Lao's it looks that way because the rim is this very sharp blade, but with this it just looks like a metal straw hat without the straw, so it's just a metal hat. And so I like that aspect, and I'll probably move forward with that character too. What I found with this process is the fact that I'll create characters that actually allow me to do other characters, right? Like it might not be this guy, but I can go, oh, this ninja now is this, and we can change the person on the inside. So I really like this process. A lot of people don't necessarily like the fact that I constantly do these profile pictures and then change it, but that's how I actually do my character design. So that's the first thing that I do. Here's my character, I do a profile, and then I evolve from that. And you can get a lot done, right? You can get a lot of information down just by doing a profile and adding some color to it. So this is a really quick process, and it allows me to get the ideas going, and it sparks a lot of stories and stuff like that. So none of this is ever wasted, which is nice. Just like the green one that was there, an earth ninja. I was thinking, well, maybe it would be an earth ninja. So, just something basic, something to cover his mouth with a little bit of energy so that it actually looked like he could be underground or something like that. With this guy, I'm very excited to use this guy because he's more like an executioner. So I'm even thinking about the veil over his face. It has a magic symbol on it, but he is a person who actually is getting rid of all these demons and stuff. So I think that it'd be really cool that you don't get to see his face. The demons don't get to see his face. But in the end, he actually controls two demons in these magic rock balls that are trying to actually redeem themselves to get out of being demon. Like he was going to exorcise them, and then they're like, please, we don't want to die. We don't want to do that. We'll do nothing but good deeds for X amount of time to prove that we're reformed and we're different and stuff like that. So I thought it was a really cool idea to have that, and he'll show up as a character. I'm really looking forward to actually developing this character because it's different, right? It's not a sword person, but he's just going to be like a priest that has these demon balls, which is going to be interesting. Now, I finished the rest of these off stream, so that's why I just skipped like that. And I wanted to make sure that I actually showed you what happened off stream, because sometimes I want to make it so that I can actually finish stuff. But after seeing this, if I start a DesignWorks project on Twitch, I plan on finishing from here on out on Twitch, because it's just kind of weird to just pop over and it's like, oh man, how did you do that? So the rest of the ninjas, I think started maybe losing its oomph as far as the first characters go, but I really enjoy the blue one. It has a different feel to it. His face is actually covered with that fishnets, and it's a deep blue, and the white, I don't know, there's something about that character that makes me interested, and I want to actually explore that a little further. The one with the hood, the purple one with the hood over it, I think is really fun, but I kind of do that character a lot randomly, so he'll probably show up in some type of iteration. But I always love the idea of someone who's blind, and you think they're blind, you see they're blind, they're blind, and so you try and take advantage of it. But as we all know from most of cartoons and movies and stuff like that, their senses are heightened and they become very dangerous and stuff like that. So, having a blind person is always fun to me as far as a character design, because you actually get to make them a really, really awesome character. So that's always nice. So that's pretty much it. If you have any stories that you'd like to add, you see a character and you're like, oh, this would be really cool, that we could throw this kind of story in there, drop me a comment. I would love to hear what you think about some of these characters, where you think they could go, what they should be, or if you have a name. I'm horrible with names, so if you actually have a name for one of these, or you think that will really fit, please drop me a comment below. I would absolutely love it, and I would thank you for it, absolutely. But once again, I did these on Twitch. I am going to continue to do these design works on Twitch so you can see them. You can see me live. That's twitch.tv/followthekaiser. Or you can just wait for these summaries, which is also going to happen. And they'll be different, lengths. Some of them, I'll be working on a piece of armor, so it'll be really short. And then others, I'll be doing character designs and stuff like that. So it'll be pretty long. So thank you very much for supporting me both on YouTube and on Twitch. If you have any comments, thoughts, or concerns, or if you'd like me to do something specific, if you think that I missed something or something like that, please just drop me a comment. I will be reading them and I will be responding to every single one of them. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you get notified for when I actually put up more videos, which is going to be happening more and more over in 2020. We're going to have a whole big design world going on. We're doing a lot of world building with Ninja Empire, and I hope that you will join us and you will contribute, and we can make this whole project something very special. So thank you again, and I will see you at the next stream.